Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
It's time to clear the elephant in the room. As of now, Crazy One, our president of Death Row, has been ambushed by a masked man. While he is off handling that business, I, Mr. X, the vice president of Death Row, shall issue a statement towards Mr. Joseph, or Crazy Joseph. While I will admit you are a tough SOB, I have not forgotten about that beatdown you have given me, Demon, and Damien when you first stepped into the wrestling scene. So, I issue a challenge to you and your little family that you supposedly have. But for now, it's the three of us, and only one of you. So, Mr. Joseph, if you are a smart and wise man, you can simply accept the challenge and prove you're a worthy opponent. Or, you could just simply walk away with your tail between your legs and go back to catering. So, I will be awaiting your answer within the next 24 hours. Make your choice wisely, Mr. Joseph. Make it very wisely. Mr. X, I believe we've already been well acquainted for the most part. Well, allow me to play the name game real quick, if I must. You already know my name is Juan Santana, the leader of the Santana mob. Now, I am gonna quickly announce why I'm already here. You see, I know we've had our differences. We have made the same statement before, where I, Tito, and Carlito have busted down the door and kicked your guys' ass. And we could do it again, but that was back then. We are here in the present. Now, I would like to quickly make a proposition. I'm gonna have to stop you there, Juan, before you decide to open your mouth again. What makes you think that you, out of all people, are trustworthy? Huh? Answer me that. How do I know that this isn't gonna be another one of your elaborate hoaxes? Huh? Most importantly, how do I know you're not gonna try to screw me over? Not just me, but you, Tito, and Carlito are gonna screw my boys over. Damien and Demon aren't stupid. I want you to know that. Well, I'm glad to know they're not stupid, Mr. X. My boys aren't stupid either, because the last time I recall, your president needs an ego check, because as far as I'm concerned, his own ego talks for himself. His own ego is so far up his ass that he does not know what he's talking about. He wants to think that he's ahead of everyone like us, but little does he even know I live rent-free in his head. But who am I to stop? Who am I to know what goes on in his head? But I'm gonna have to tell you again, Mr. X, I am not here to talk about that. I want to make a proposition. You see, again, we've had our differences. But you and I, we share one thing in common. And we have a common enemy. You see, with Mr. Joseph, he didn't just run you guys down. He ran us down as well. He made all of us look like a joke. And Mr. Joseph, he's not one to be messed with. I've already been in a ring with him, far than any of us have been combined. And so, I want the Santana mob to collide forces with Death Row and put an end to this little monstrosity that he's created ever since he stepped foot in the door of WWE. Do you really want to talk about ego checks, Juan? Now, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't want to say all of what you just said to Crazy One's face, because if you want an ego check, the last time I recall, we've beaten you not once, not twice, but 3 times. You guys have only gotten 1 victory over us, but we got a redemption. You see, we're 1-1, and if you want an ego check, Juan, let me go back in time real quick. Did Carlito and Tito secure the tag team titles from Damien and Demon? No, they didn't. So, that's strike 1. Let me ask you something else. Did you even beat me at Hell in a Cell for the Intercontinental title? No, you didn't. So guess what? That's strike 2. And did Carlito ever win his match against the one, the only, the tallest monster of Death Row, Freak? I don't ever think he did. So, that's strike 3. And let me remind you something, Juan. Crazy One is not here to answer you right now. You are talking to me, meaning I'm in charge here. So I'm gonna tell you again, Juan. What is it that you want, or are you just here to waste my time? Due to the hostility of the tone within your voice, Mr. X, I think I am well aware of our history. Yes, we went to war, and yes, we have torn each other apart. While I do have disdain and questionable choices that your president has been making, as they always say, Mr. X, the loudest one in the room is the weakest. But I'm gonna keep telling you that this is not why I am here. You're saying that, but you're saying that to someone who isn't here to defend themselves, Juan. Isn't that a little ironic of what you just said, how the loudest one in the room is the weakest? Doesn't that make you weak? That you're attacking someone who's not here with me, who is not here to have their say in what you're instigating. I want you to fucking think that clearly, hombre. Do you read me loud and clear, Juan? Again, I think you're starting to waste my time, and if you want to settle this in a ring, you can do so right here, right now. You know, Mr. X, it takes a lot for a man to swallow his pride and admit when he's in the wrong. And don't think you're ever gonna hear me say this again. I'm sorry. Alright? Now, I want to go back to my proposition. I think it's gonna be best for Santana Mob and Death Row to team up and defeat Crazy Joseph and his little army before he starts to multiply. I am gonna remind you, Juan, while I am a forgiving person, I don't think Crazy One is gonna see it that way. So, I am only gonna warn you that I'm forgiving and the Crazy One isn't. So after all this little issue is over, there's hell to pay. But as far as I'm concerned, that little battle will be between you and him. I will have no part of it. So what I am understanding clearly, Mr. X, is that for us to bury the hatchet and make amends, just this one time, we will stop Crazy Joseph and his family before any more harm is done. If you want to keep calling it that, then yes. But I'm still gonna warn you, Juan. I've got my fucking eyes on you. Demon and Damien, they have their eyes on Tito and Carlito. While I do accept this unexpected alliance with Death Row and Santana Mob, I'm still gonna heed the warning that if you do anything stupid or do anything that breaks the truce, we're going back to war. And it's not gonna stop till we find out who is the overall breakout team in WWE. Is it gonna be Death Row or is it gonna be Santana Mob? The choice is up to you. Likewise, Mr. X. While I do admire your efforts and everything you've been doing for the past couple years, don't forget, I'm still out here making a name for myself as well. While I am awaiting this quote-unquote hell to pay with the Crazy One, that time will come on my time. Not his time, mine. I make the shots here. He's just gonna have to learn to accept to go in the back of the line and wait like everyone else has been doing. You see, we're not the most liked team as of now. So don't forget that your allegiance with us is gonna have heads pointed your way as well. But I think it's safe to say that the Santana Mob and Death Row is gonna shut these doubters up once and for good. Don't think I'm letting my guard down for you to manipulate me, Juan. Just because we are now allied does not mean we are buddy-buddy. We have to focus on the one task at hand, and that is to focus on Crazy Joseph and his dark disciples. I don't know how many members is exactly gonna be on there, but we also have Walter and the Freak to step in if it's needed. So who knows if you, Juan, have anyone else on the Santana Mob. But I'm gonna remind you again, Juan, just because we are now allied does not mean we are now buddy-buddy. I've still got my eyes on you. And so does the Crazy One. So keep that in mind before you decide to do anything stupid. Or if you even try to. Oh, I read you loud and clear, comrade. I can promise you that once this entire mess is over, we can go our separate ways and forget that any of this has ever happened.